Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. I was just reading an article about a flight delay. What had happened was that a passenger on a recent flight had had a medical emergency. They had to make a crash landing somewhere to tend to that. Glad it worked out. It seemed like the patient did okay. And the pilot, I don't know if it's out of his own pocket, uh, appeased the rest of the passengers by ordering pizza. And it's a heartwarming story, but I'm glad I wasn't on that flight because I have dietary restrictions, food allergies. The last thing I did, my biggest nightmare is being stuck on an airplane with pizza being served all throughout, right? That would be a nightmare situation for me. Hopefully, they got a chance to get off of the airplane before servicing it. I can only imagine how it would turn out. The pilot announces, "We're sorry about the medical situation on board. We're ordering some pizza." Everybody cheering, obviously, and I might have to press the call flight attendant button and explain my situation. Hopefully, it's somewhere where I can get off the plane, right? Hopefully, it's not a country where you need a visa or something where it might create trouble for you to get off of the. Actually, I think you still could get off the airplane. You might not be able to leave the airport. So, anyways, I'm glad it turned out for everybody. It doesn't sound like there was any argument over food allergies. I'm glad I wasn't on that plane. Don't get me wrong. I would love to have my flight diverted so that somebody could get medical attention. It's just that I want to stay safe myself too. I was talking about this to one of my colleagues who said that at a previous job, he had worked at another place where they would throw pizza parties instead of as a bonus for good performance or something like that. And that's a soreness of mine. I had a problem just like that at another workplace where we had a meeting and pizza was going to be served. And so I decided to keep a safe distance from everybody. But then I realized it was really awkward and I left the office. I kind of motioned that, hey, if there's important minutes you need to send to me, you know what my email is. And I booked out of the office. A couple days later, I had another situation. It was minor. I think what had happened was I I ran into traffic. I was a few minutes late or something like that, and my boss wrote me up for being 2 minutes late. I know why he wrote me up. He was upset that I wasn't at this team building event. He obviously couldn't write that down. Needless to say, I left that job in a hurry. I had already landed the job. I was at Grand Canyon University that semester. And so I very hurriedly wrapped up that job. I had a few students that I loved, and I wrapped it up. And so it just goes to show that all of these weird uh, things that we like to reward, these pizza parties, or sometimes it's an event that, it's loud, and I am autistic. Loud events really bother me. If you really want to reward me, how about cold hard cash? And I was telling my colleague about this, and we say, cold hard cash, cold hard cash. And we just started saying that. Actually, strike that. Even better is, what about a few ingots of like strategic metals, right? Tantalum, rhenium. Oh my God, I'll take that all day long, right? It'll never bother me, right? Next time you need to reward me, right? But even cold hard cash is an okay C.H.C, right? Is an okay reward for stuff like that, right? If my plane gets diverted, I'd much rather have cold hard cash as well, right? I could take care of feeding myself, right? I have my favorite pizzas. Well, it's not going to be the kind that they served on the airplane, obviously, right? I can take care of my own pizza party, right? I can take care of networking with people that I like to network with, right? It might not be my colleagues or my boss, right? Cold hard cash, right? This is the Peter Dislike Show. Ba, 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 ba. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum, 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 bum.